everyone, this is Abhishek from Rocket. So in this video today we'll learn everything about databases in Rocket. So the first question is what is database? So a database in Rocket is like a project. So whenever you want to start a new project, the first step is actually to create a database. A database basically holds everything in your project, whether it's the tables for your project, the data, maybe the users in Rocket Auth, all the APIs, everything is inside a database. So the first step whenever you want to start a project is to create a database. So in this video today we'll learn about how we can create databases. We'll understand how the dashboard in a database dashboard works. We'll edit the database, and finally we'll delete the database that we created. So if you can see my screen, this is the main dashboard. So this is freshly created account. There is nothing. So the first step here is actually to create a database. So once you log in, you'll see this. So there is this database button. So just go and click on this. When you go to this page, it's taking some time. Anyways, you will see this button, a new database. Just click on this. This should open a form where you have to type all the information for your database. So the first step is actually to provide a name. So I'll just type database. That's it. Type a description for the database. So like this. This is this database. Then you can add some tags for it. So something like this. So that's the first section. The second section is about staging and versioning. So you have to provide a version. So I'll just go with version 1.0.0. You can provide anything, and you also have some staging option based on your need. You can put anything. And finally, you have basic auth and Rocket Auth basically. So you can enable this. If you enable basic auth, it basically what happens is you have to pass an API key every single time you call any APIs available under that specific database. And Rocket is basically enabling Rocket Auth for this database or not. So for this, I'll just unselect both of these and click on create. So once this success it basically means the database is already being created. So if you go there, you'll see the database entry in the main dashboard. So that is all about creating database. So now let's understand the dashboard. So in the left section, it basically provides the basic details for the dashboard. So you can see the database name, the description, the stage version, and the tags that you provided. In this top right corner, there are a few buttons. So the first one is basically indicating whether Rocket Auth is enabled, API key is enabled or not. The second one is whether Rocket Auth is enabled or not. Third is whether this is a selected database or not. There is only one database, so it's already selected. If you have multiple, you can select any of those databases. And finally, you have button for edit and delete. You also have few other options here. This basically shows the amount of table usage under that database. This one shows the data usage, and this is the overall usage. And in the middle, you have a chart that shows the same data, the usage data. So this is all about the the dashboard. So the third thing is actually editing a database. So as I said, there is this edit button. So just click on it. Once you click on it, this opens the same form. Only thing is this time all the information is already pre-filled. So you can just change any of this information. And once you're done, you just go and click on create. And the moment you do that, it automatically updates the database. So this is all about editing. And finally deleting database. So there is this delete button. Just click on this. Once you click on this, this opens this confirmation window. So this basically shows, just gives you a warning that if you delete a database, everything will be lost, and there's no way to undo this process. If you're confident, you just go and click on delete. Once you delete, this thing is completely again empty. And if you go back to these things also, you will not be able to see any of the things, because again there is no database, so there is no selected database. Yeah, I think that's all. Thanks for watching.